ready with me as I tell the story of how I found out I was pregnant with twins. So it was a day before my miss period, and we'd been trying at the beginning of the year, but kind of got to the point of like, okay, I don't actually think that I'm ready for this because we have a 3-year-old who was like running rampant at the time. So I was like, okay, like let's just wait till next year. So that was like our last month that like we were like, okay, let's just wait. And so I take one of those like little strip tests, like little thin ones, just like kind of being silly, put it on the counter, and I go get ready, and then I go to grab it to throw it away because there's no way I'm pregnant, right? And I look at it and it's like got a dark line, and I was like, no, like no. And I just walked out of the bathroom. I was like, no, 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 no. Like, no way, no way. And so I was like, Brock, and he's like, what? Did I forget to flush the toilet? And I was like, no, come here. Like, look at this. And he's like, oh shit, we're pregnant. And I was like, no freaking way, no way. Like, I was just in complete shock because I literally took it kind of just being silly, like there was no way. And so I drank a ton of water and took another one, and the line was just as dark after chugging water too. And again, this is like before my missed period. And so shout out to the movement right now. I reached out to a doctor, and they're like, you need to get an HCG test, like blood work, before confirming. And so I go get that done, and it's supposed to be within the range of like 500 to 700, and it was like 14,000. And I was like, holy shit, that is double. And I was like, double? Is there like double the babies? Like, no freaking way. Like, I already was in disbelief that I was pregnant. And then that number, I was like, holy shit. So I call my friend who has twins. She's like, that was my first sign. And I was like, there's no way. And so the doctor wouldn't get me until like 9 weeks. I was like, I can't wait. So I go into a Little Belly's, like a pre-early pregnancy ultrasound place. And my cousin has twins. My dad was joking that there's 3 in there. Everyone kept saying, like, there's multiples in there. Like, my best friends are like, I think, like, you have 2. And I was like, no. Like, I really was convinced I didn't. And we get to this ultrasound, and Brock, I was, like, asking Brock, I was like, how do you feel? And he's like, I've already accepted, like, that we're having twins. And I was like, we're not. We get in there, and I was, like, 5.5 weeks at this point. She puts it on my belly immediately. 2 separate sacs. And I was like, is that 2? And she's like, mm-hmm. And I just like looked at Brock, and I just started shaking, and he's like smiling, and I'm like, no way. And so that was when we found out that there were 2 in there, 2 separate sacs, 2 separate placentas, 2 separate babies. And I found out that that's the healthiest version of twins that you could have. And I got home, and I showed my parents, and they're like, I told you, like everyone knew it. My cousin has twins. My grandparents have forever said that I would have twins, but you never expect it to be you. And I'm finally 14 weeks, and I would say the last 2 weeks I am like, okay, I'm excited. Like, I have a bump, which I'll share soon, like, and now I'm excited, but I've been in just complete shock. Like, not even thinking you're pregnant to begin with, to then having 2. It has been the craziest ride so far, but I know it's such a blessing. But like growing up, I looked at people who had a boy and a girl twins, and I was like, they're so lucky, like they're so blessed. Like, I have a friend who has a boy and a girl twins, and I was like, wow, she is so lucky, like that is amazing. And here I am, and we have a lot of adjustments to make. A lot. We need a new car. It's a whole thing. So, Defs, follow me on this journey because it's about to be wild.